Hey guys, what is going on? It's Hidan here and welcome to the channel. On today's video, we've got this individual here who will be explaining to us why being a woman is hard. So let's get down to business.
Being a woman is hard. You have no boobs? You better grow some. You have boobs.
I've never heard a man complain about a woman not having boobs. I mean, we used to do that, but it was back when we were 5th grade and we will literally mock everyone for everything, so I've never heard someone complain about this.
Boobs. Cover yourself up. You have no ass, everyone will laugh at you. You have an ass?
Again, no one is laughing at you. I don't know, man. From my experience, I've literally never seen someone make fun of, a girl not having certain things that she cannot control.
You better cover yourself up. You don't want to attract too much attention.
That's actually a topic. Sorry for pausing it so much, guys, but this topic of you should cover yourself up, I did a video about it. It's titled, you cannot have standards for how women dress. So if you're interested in that, you might as well go check it. But let's continue.
You're short, you better wear high heels. You're tall, you cannot be taller than men.
I mean, that is something that you have imposed on yourself. No man is telling you that you cannot be higher than them. It's you who don't want to be with a man who is shorter than you. You see? And this thing she said right here.
You cannot be taller than men.
Excuse me.
You're tall.
You're short. You have to wear high heels. Again, man, no one is telling that. No one is having a problem with you wearing or not wearing high heels. Like, man, what the heck is this video?
You cannot be taller than men. You're skinny. You better eat something. You're chubby. You better starve yourself. Otherwise, no one will find you pretty.
Oh yeah, poor girls, man. They just get a little extra chubby and, bad men want them to starve themselves, and become anorexic. I'm considering if this video is a joke and maybe I'm just not getting it, but from what I think it's real. But man, again, like, who is making these arguments of, you should be starving yourself, you should eat more, etc. What the hell, man?
Breaking news, you might as well do whatever you want because you'll be shamed anyway.
Yeah, guys, really good note on the end. I'm gonna ask you, madam, would you date a guy who is overweight? Because I don't think you will, right? But for some reason, it's a problem when men have this standard for women, that they don't want to be with an overweight woman. But when women naturally don't want to be with a man who is overweight, it's no problem. You see what I'm talking about? But now, guys, we have a Reddit story on dating advice, and it's titled, "How do I pick up guys?" So this is written by a woman, and the title already is a red flag. Right? If you're a woman and you ask yourself, how do I pick guys? You're doing something wrong. Guys will naturally flock towards women. I was going to give the example that I have so many girlfriends, who get constantly talked to on the streets or, flirted with. But I will not give the example of my friends because, someone might come to my comment section and say, oh, you base all your knowledge just on a few, situations that have happened to you. Okay, I will not talk about myself. Every girl on the planet just has to be not overweight, eat healthy, take medium care about herself, and she will have, on a daily basis, people who want to be with her, who flirt with her, on the shop, she goes to a shop, on the mall, on the streets, on a disco, on a library, everywhere. You see what I'm talking about? So if you're asking the question, how do I pick up guys? My first reaction is going to be to analyze what red flag do you have. So let's read. I'm 22, non-binary. and I was wondering how to get guys to notice me. How should I go about picking up people? I don't know, man. You just don't have to pick people as a woman. They just come to you, you know? I don't know. Ought to answer that question. I've rarely been able to make it past the first date with people, let alone score a date, and I want to know how to make advances. There is no one in particular I have a crush on at the moment, but if I did in the future, I'd like to know how to get about it. I've had 4 first dates which I wasn't able to score a second one. Am I doing something wrong here? How do I get dudes to like me? I also don't want to come on too strong while texting, but I want them to know I like them. Okay guys, so we'll cover this in a moment, but just whenever you see a woman who is genuinely asking the question how to get guys, you have to take that as a red flag. Because there's something, that doesn't fit in the picture. Now, let's read this comment here by ShotAd508. And he says, well, most men don't believe truly in the non-binary pansexual stuff. True. Just like men don't believe in astrology. True. If you are mentioning, guys, I know this is not related to the topic we're talking, but please, for the love of everything beautiful in the world, can we just spread some knowledge about the difference between you are and your? Because in this instance, it should be you are with an apostrophe, not your. Anyway, it just bothers me so much, man, but if you are mentioning non-binary here, I have to imagine you mentioned it on your dates. That is a turn-off for most dudes. True. We don't know what the F non-binary means or what that's different from a woman. I not only not know, but I do not care, to be honest. From our perspective, it just sounds like a bunch of words that we have to pretend to like, otherwise people get irrationally upset and unreasonable. True. Like as a guy, when I think about finding someone to date, I'm interested in dating a woman. Have you taken the time to figure out if these guys want to date girls, guy, non-binaries? Not trying to be intolerant, just trying to offer my thoughts. This post doesn't make sense. Give us some context. How did you meet these first dates? Really good point by this guy. It's true that most men are not interested in this, and I'll explain in a reason why. But first, let's please cover, I think this is the author of the post, or yeah, this is the girl, that posted the first Reddit. So she is answering to him. Yes, obviously I took the time to explain to them what being non-binary is like. I'm not sure if you're trying to invalidate me here, or if you're being transphobic. Oh, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Oh, thank you, my lord. You're being so generous. Man, look, like a few, in the last part of his comment, he said, I'm not trying to be intolerant, just giving you my thoughts. And two rows down, she says, I think you're invalidating me and being transphobic. Okay, this is why being non-binary is such a big red flag for men. Because most people associated with, such movements and such philosophies are just straight up annoying, man. Are just straight up annoying, and you have to be afraid all the time that they're gonna be calling you a human hater. I want to start the relationship open and honest and wait to see if the guy is into people who are non-binary. Now, guys are usually not into that. Of course, every person is different. I'm not saying that all guys are not attracted to this, but statistically speaking, most men are not. And it's because, they are constantly walking on eggshells, basically. Anyway, I'd like to further develop on that, but sadly, time is running short, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye.